Yeah.
Okay, so it is SL1, so we start with Deprived and the Young White Branch. And honestly, the start of the run is pretty easy. It's kind of the same as leveled. Some minor changes. We want to grab the Blue Estus here, so just run, grab it on the left side. And you can either go to the left to grab that Titanite shard or just hop down like this. The guide is not for beginners, right? So I'm not going to worry too much about explaining like how specific normal strats work. Gundir's pretty easy. He staggers in 6 hits. So we'll do 5 at the beginning and then wait for an attack where he is facing us. Oh, okay, this is 4 so far. Here's 5. Okay. And then get some extra hits in. This is phase. And 3 more hits, he should stagger. But even if he doesn't, it's like fine. Just, you know, fight Gundyr. Not too bad. And then 2 more should kill him. So generally the fight will look like this. It's just, it's a lot easier with the club because he staggers in 6 hits. So now we'll go to High Wall and we will get the weapon of the run, which is the broadsword. Broadsword is just an amazing weapon. It's crazy. What's up, Dane? This isn't going to be like a formal guide on YouTube or anything. I'm just going to highlight it and put it on Twitch. 1 bone, 1 dagger, and then the rest into firebombs. That's all you need. You can equip the dagger because we're going to use it if you do the slow strat in High Wall, which I'm going to showcase the slow strat because that's what I'll be doing per God Run. Hi, Twitch highlights. Hello. So if you know the slow strat from my other guide, it's the same. The only difference is you won't get spook, so you're going to be making a little bit of noise. So just run through here, do a running attack. You want to start the running attack from kind of far away because he can do this like quick little backhand swipe. That's the only dangerous thing he can do. But as long as you're fast, it's fine. Kill him. Kill him. You can backstab this guy for a 1-shot if you want. Or just hit him twice with the club. Boom, boom. And then we're gonna go down here and just like peek out the door. Don't actually aggro the spear guy, just start his pathing. That's crazy, dude. I wonder if I'm gonna get botted. Do they spam in chat too, or is it like it's just follows? So we're gonna wait for this guy to path and then walk behind him and backstab him. And you're gonna see the timing works out really well. This guy might do this little like half turnaround thing, but he didn't do it here. And then once he stops and freezes, you can just backstab him. This guy, just 2 firebombs. Make sure you're close to him so the firebomb doesn't go between his legs. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. And once you see all 4 hollows walking down there, you can go trigger the dragon. Just wait here for the dragon to kill them. And run through. You can wait closer than I waited as well, but just easy to do it like that. Go over here, wait out this guy. And just walk slowly or wait till he's done, and then roll through these boxes so you don't aggro the assassins down there. I kind of angle my camera as I fall to make sure they're not following me. Firebombs. And then here's the raw gem. You want to do a little plunging attack off of this thing. And now we're going to get the broadsword. This guy will shoot. You just dodge to the right. And then 3 rolls through here. You want to break as much of the debris as possible for what happens in a second. And then this guy will walk through and just walk through here. This is a scripted thing. Bonk him twice and grab the broadsword. One of the best weapons in the game. It's a great weapon, dude. And then for this, just strafe to the right, anything he does. The only thing you have to roll is the shield bash attack. And it's a very easy roll. And then, yeah, sometimes he'll follow you. He should not chase you, though. On very rare occasions, he can fall down there. And that's like, you know, bad if that happens, but it's very, very rare to see that. And like, you can deal with it. Okay, hop down here. And then the Rendezvous is different than my normal route where I kind of just go up the middle with Spook. We're gonna go around the outside. And you can just run this, just dodge anything to the right this guy does. And if you timed everything good, like you're just like running the whole time, you'll get here and there won't be a knight like aggroed to you. We're gonna kill this lady for souls and also just to waste a little time because I like to let the hollows down there path a little bit. So we're just trying to waste a few seconds while they path. And then we'll go here. This knight that followed you, the one that normally patrols up here, he can either be up here patrolling again or going up these stairs. If he's patrolling again, just dodge him to the right like you did the first time. If he's doing the stairs, you can just do this. What's up, Black Wings? Yeah, and here the hollows have paths very nicely. That's the only attack you have to worry about from the left hollow. The right hollow, you would just strafe any spear attack. So nice and easy here. The broadsword is just straight up better than the short sword. And it's very nice for killing Wart. Has a wonderful moveset as well. I think it's 1 fewer hit than a short sword. I think it's 8 hits instead of 9. Yeah. 3, 4, 5 on phase transition, and then I 2-hand here for the headshot. Just make sure you walk right in front of his head. Obviously, weirdness there with the wall, but yeah, maybe if you like get a headshot or something, I don't know. Either way, it's like totally fine. You have more than enough damage. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is get these skulls down here. So we just run off, and then near the bottom, just go off to the left. Obviously make sure you don't jump from too high up, but it's pretty easy. What's up, Dad Motion? And then firebomb the dogs. Missed one. If you miss one, just go for a skull. And either firebomb or broadsword for these guys. Either one works. Hello. Yeah, the short sword, it's 3 hits. With the broadsword, it's 2, which is really nice. And then same for this guy, 2 hits with a broadsword. Grab the bundles. This part's very similar to a leveled run. Nice. Oh, nice archer, yeah. So here, just get the resins and then run up like the chairs here and fall off. There might be a guy following you there, so just make sure you're quick about it. Or kill the guy. Again, this isn't like a basic Dark Souls 3 guide, so hopefully most of this is familiar. No, the game, this is Dark Souls 3. We're good. What's up, Alex? I just roll through that guy. I like to heal here. It doesn't really matter, but... Oh. Well... Then you can SS cancel on this guy. Except I failed it. Oh my god. Hodrick is out for blood today. Alright, well usually it's not that crazy. You just like... It has been. Alex, you need to refresh. It says Dark Souls 3 for me. Alright, none of them followed me, but if the giant follows you, you gotta bait him off like you normally would. Hodrick might actually be coming over. Which is fine. Okay, no Hodrick, he gave up. For here, you want to make sure the prompt says examine and not pillage remains. And grab the 2 branches. You need exactly 4 branches for the run, so it is important to actually get all of them. If you miss one for some reason, you can use the single branch, this one, and then go up to the giant, and he'll give you another one. You already used it. All right, despawn Hodrick. And head through. I'm making a guide, Alex, so I'm not gonna... I'll just refund you. Okay, so... Wait up here. Let me refund Alex his points. Oh my god, we have 1,350, 1,500. We have 2,000 channel point redeem requests. Alright, I'm marking everyone complete. Probably fucking crash my thing. Alright. Grab the ember, 2 firebombs for this guy. And then just run to the middle of the bridge to bait these guys to start pathing. And I just stand over here. And then when they're both on the bridge and kind of close to the edge, I just try to bait them to throw their pots, and they should fall off. Here we wait for the dog to come out and turn around because we want these skulls. And once you hit around here, just throw 2 bombs. Yeah, I highly recommend that strat for the pot guys. I don't have any problems with it generally. Probably 90% of the time they don't do anything. I guess if they do anything, you just kind of have to bait them off the cliff. All right. Me reacting to my own run was funny. Some of the strats were absolute ass, dude. All right, we're gonna branch this guy. You could also run by him if you want to. I don't want to, so I won't. And for SL1, there's really no reason not to get the Flynn and Chloranthy rings. Some people skip them for some reason. They're like insane. Flynn's is like a 10% plus damage boost, which for SL1 is really good. So just want to wait for this guy's 2-piece. There it is. It's X attack. Again, this is not a beginner Dark Souls 3 guide, so I'm not going to explain too much of like the normal stuff. Yeah, we're doing a guide. It's not going to be like a formal YouTube guide or anything, but just to kind of explain some of the Dark Souls 3 strat stuff. Nice thing about SL1 is you need a lot fewer souls, so you can like skip some optional soul and ember pickups. Okay, this guy pathed really weird. I've literally never seen him attack before. Oh my god, dude, what is happening? Alright, please walk normally now. Ooh. Hold on. Just make sure he's not turning around again. Alright, we should be good. Alright, so I'm gonna be too late to make it to the tree, so... Or not the tree, the wood. So I'll just chill here for a sec. Okay, he's walking. And then you can just stand here. If you stand here, he'll always aggro to Sigurd, and they'll end up fighting like way further out. Oh my god, dude, please, just... Dude. Well, they're supposed to. The demon... That pathing, I've never seen that before. Some of the shit he's doing today. Okay, they moved further out, we're good. Yeah, these would be illegal meme strats. I like to cut in here, throw a skull. Then one more skull. I don't know, Dan. I feel like deloading is like not a glitch. It's just how the game works mechanically. Because it's just deloading the section, right? But I don't know, I'm not a Dark Souls 3 verifier. Not sure how they would rule on that. Okay, we got the good rings. Another soul. I like to quick step down this thing to skip fall damage. If you do take damage there, you should heal before doing the next part. Yeah, it's similar to killing... There's another NPC that you kill where you can like kind of do something like that. So I like to quick step that as well to FDC. Again, if you just take damage there, then just, you know, heal. But quick step is nice to skip the damage there. And then run on the left side. Try to run over that rock if you can. This is so this branch guy doesn't aggro. Throw a firebomb, 2 R1s, and he's dead. That should be a 100% consistent way to avoid the branch guy hitting you in the ass. Yeah, so if that happens, it's because he aggroed. That's why I run. You need to run like on the left side, completely on the left side. So I just dodged this guy. I believe he also likes skulls, so if you want to waste a skull on him, you can do that too. These guys also like skulls. Let's just throw one for them. Dodging that crab is very consistent. I've never been hit. I always watch to see if he does like a second slam or something, but he never does. Obviously you can just run around too, like there's nothing wrong with that. I have not been called today, Gosfi, so far so good. The nice thing about making this guide is that I can just like relax. Like everything doesn't have to go perfectly. It's just like a rough guide. It's not like one of my like Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2 guides where I put like a lot of effort into editing it and making sure everything is perfect. Showcasing every single like alternate strat for everything. Try another SS cancel here. There we go. I think, was that? I can't tell when it happens, like when you move backwards, because it's harder to tell if the animation actually got skipped or not. Is this Plants and Zombies? I don't know. Yeah, the swamp is very normal. Dude, you guys know what would be fun? What if I did Hobbs' original all bosses run? Like Hobb had the world first Dark Souls 3 all bosses, but it was all bosses at the time. It's all vanilla bosses now. But I copy everything to a T. Like I copy everything he did. Like it's an Astora straight sword route. It's not Twin Blades because no one knew Twin Blades were overpowered back then. So I have to get like the Astora straight sword and like fight every boss with it and stuff and do the boss in the order that Hob does them. I think that'd be really funny. I think it's like 5 hours long too. I don't know how long it is, but I bet it's like quite the long run. Obviously it would be no hidden body, no spook. Probably no shield. Is this Plants vs. Zombies? I don't know that game. Yeah, I have to do like 30-minute BRBs as well. Five hours 32 for all bosses in DLC. Dude, I legitimately cannot think of a route that would take me 5.5 hours to do all bosses. I struggled with my route to get it under 3. I think it ended up being like 310 or 320 or something, but dude, 5.5 is fucking wild. I don't know what he was doing the whole time. What's up, Square? At some point he changed his shirt. Okay, I'll make sure I put that in the notes. No, I want to do his all vanilla bosses run, because that one is the Astora's straight sword route. I think with all bosses plus DLC, he's doing Twin Blades by then. I haven't watched that full run before, but... Oh yeah, for these lizards, you can just like two-hand charged R2 and then an R1. You can also do like a jump attack like this. And then, you know, R1s or two-handed charged R2 or whatever. And then we're also going to get Golden Scroll because we are going to use Hidden Body in this run at the end of the run. Okay, so yeah, Swamp's pretty standard. We are now going to get a raw +4 broadsword and all of the skulls available as well. You can sell unnecessary items. The club you can sell, for example. And the loincloth. Man City, yeah, exactly. Buy enough shards to get to 12, and then all the skulls. Oh, and some firebombs as well. I'm gonna go back and buy those. And then we get a raw +4 broadsword. It's cheaper to upgrade the broadsword and then infuse it than the other way around. You can also allot your Estus now, or just do it like later at some point. And then just buy like 20 firebombs or so. And I kind of just burn bone shards as I get them. You only need like 1 or 2 to get a full refill every time, so I grabbed the one in the settlement, I grabbed the one before Yorm. I guess I technically also get the one on accident from killing the worm. Okay, soul right here, 2 blossoms here. Grabbing those blossoms will trigger the crab, so you just have to run this way pretty quickly. But he's not going to be close to getting you or anything. Throw some fire bombs at this guy, or just run past him. He has the same moveset as the Hollow at the start of the game, so you can also just run past him. Up to you. Okay, grab Orbeck, run around the outside here so you don't aggro the sorcery guy, and then put on a resin. Yeah, she's out, dude. And you can plunge attack. And then, whoa, it's kind of early. Forget if it's 4 or 5. We get soul mass here, just, you know, dodge the soul masses and stuff. Yeah, 4 here. And then we're gonna parry Sage. 4 keeps Sage under the phase 2 threshold. The threshold's like 1050 or so. We get the rain, so just run over here. Rain again. Rain again. Just like run away from it. Okay, now we get a really awkward. Dude, this is the worst Sage RNG I've had in like forever. Get Flash Sword. Another one of these. All we're doing is just waiting out the parry. This is the worst Sage RNG. And now I don't even have the resin anymore. I don't think I need it though. Anyways, once your stamina is full, just hit her a few times and you're good. I've never gotten rain that many times in a row. That's fucking crazy, dude. Hopefully that showcases that it's avoidable. Yeah, that was rough. You can always do it without parries too if you want to read like one phase 2 crystal, but I kind of like it like that because it's completely memeless. Besides, you know, RNG stuff aside. All right, and now it is time for Cathedral, #consistent. Yeah, I almost got hit by Flash Sword there. I barely got the dodge off. So Skull, the NPC, and then tuck inside of this plant here, throw a black firebomb, run up here, throw a Skull directly behind you, and run. That is all you need to do every time. I've never been followed by the dogs doing that strat. Don't look back, don't do anything, just go. This part's normal. And then starting here, it's no longer normal. So we're gonna run through. For this Grave Warden, you don't need to roll if, well, you do need to roll for that attack. But the other 2 attacks she does, you don't have to roll. That is the only attack you should roll. Okay, run through here. Just keep going. And trigger the archers. And then I like to kind of stop up here. This middle archer will shoot first. And then jump over here. And for that part, you just want to make sure you don't jump as an archer is shooting. So if you hear an archer shoot, just wait, or like keep running up. You just don't want to jump as an archer shoots. Is the only thing. And then we're basically just waiting for the archers to de-aggro here. I'm saying archer a lot, given that there's an archer in chat, but gotta get over it. So once we're sure the archers are not aggroed, we can just run up here, throw a skull, and then go over here, throw another skull. And then just run over here. 1R1 for this guy, and grab the door. Archer is aggroed, nice. And throw a firebomb to kill this guy. You don't have to like aim it specifically. You can just walk up and throw it too. So on the one-handed, I like to roll and then make sure I get a regular R1 off, because a rolling R1 is a lot less damage. This should be 2 R1s. Oh, nice archer. Well, the thing is, there's a new strat now that J and Z came up with, where you like stand down there in a specific spot. And I definitely want to switch to that. I just haven't tested it yet. So it's kind of slow, but it, you know, it works.
Schmarion, that's what I always say.
Yeah, anytime anyone in chat says McSwoozy or Swoozy, Stream Elements will post the clip of him getting hit by Nameless. It's so mean. He said he was okay with it though. Anyways, Cathedral is probably the scariest running section. Cathedral and Irithyll are both pretty scary. Should be 1R1 for this guy. Yep. Yeah, Cathedral is very annoying, but it's pretty consistent once you know what to do. I would recommend not resting at the bonfire, because you will respawn the enemies that are up here. Just be like 1R1 for this guy. And then we are going to kill Doug for the Deep Ring, which is we're going to use before Yorm. The Deep Ring gives you 1 attunement slot. And then just run up here and bun out. And Doug, he's gotta die, you know, for convenience's sake. See here, we'll buy a few pine resin in bundles and a couple bones and the sorcerer's staff. And then just make sure you leave like 11,000 souls to buy all of the spells here. So we get Hidden Body, RL Decoy, Mist, Flash Sword, and Spook. And talk to Orbeck a couple times to get this ring. And I equip it for the next running section. Put on Lloyd's and Slumbering. Make sure you attune Spook, because we're going to use it after Abyss Watchers. Yeah, some unfortunate people have to die in these runs, you know? So the run up here is different than with Hidden Body, obviously. Just wait for these guys to turn around. And then make sure you stay back here. I kind of read what the Grus are doing because it tells me how quickly the Ring Wraiths will aggro to the Grus. This guy can turn around again, this Ring Wraith. So you just want to stay back a little bit. And then throw a skull here. And just run by. And you want to like kind of take this line here and fall about where I fell to make sure neither of the Grus aggro to you. Here we do a charcoal pine resin. And I don't remember if this is enough to automatically trigger second one or not. We'll see. Yeah, that'll be enough. So to punish this, we just do 2 R1s. So it's kind of a mess because you get both triggered. We got actually pretty good RNG here. Because Red and the other guy are now fighting and we can focus on the boss. So that was basically as good of a phase 1 as you're ever going to get in this fight. So here, I just use the parry to input bait the Watcher. It's like throwing a firebomb. He doesn't always react to it, but 2 R1s again. Just make sure you time those R1s well, because if you're hitting him from the front, he can like do these like hyper armor attacks that'll kill you. So as long as you're hitting him in the back, it should be fun. So it's not too bad. What's up, Crash? And thanks for the follow. So yeah, you do really good damage. That was, I will admit, that was very good RNG on Abyss Watchers. Like sometimes you're just running around the arena for like 10 minutes. So Spook and drop down here between these two like things that stick out. And of course I get fucking hard fall there. Okay, luckily no one came after me. But yeah, try not to hard fall there. It's pretty bad if you do. I like to shoot these arrows in case any skellies are following. And then it'll be 2 firebombs per rat here. Now we run up here, grab this Titanite shard. At the end, you can just run to the right of the ball. Totally safe. And then I usually tuck into one of these alcoves here and sip. Thanks for the follow. And then for this guy up here, he can do one of two things. He'll either turn around or he'll start patrolling. Here he started patrolling. You can cast Spook or just wear the Slumbering Ring, which I'm already doing. And then once he's past the pillar, just run. And he won't follow you. There's also a way to do it without Spook, but since we have it here, may as well use it. Break the bridge behind you. And then we'll fight Wolnir. It's a bit faster just to fight Wolnir now because it's, you know, you're right here already. And we're going to go down to the lake after this so we can get this bonfire and save a bit of time. The +4 versus the +7 fight, it's like, I think one hit maybe on the second bracelet here. So 2 R1s and start running. 2 more R1s and just kind of read what he does. For the quick slam here, just run to his fingers. Okay, this is a regular slam. So generally just kind of stay in front of him. Yeah. So it looks like 4 R1s there on the last bracelet. It would probably save, I think +7 here would save a hit on like the last 2 bracelets. But as you can see, the fight is not very long. He should not pull the sword. So I'll say that at first. If he, like, the only reason he would pull the sword is if you sit at the bonfire in the catacombs but don't reload the area. He's very likely in that case to pull the sword as his like first attack or an early attack. If he pulls it anyways, then you can bone out if you want to, or you can just try to like deal with it. But it should be very rare to get the sword. So we're doing a normal lake here. Should not be anything different from like a normal run here. Yeah, you can always, you know, just bone out. Honestly, the sword is less dangerous than the Skellies. The Skelly summon is a lot worse. Alternatively, you could just poison mist him for like 30 minutes. I guess that's always an option, you know? So this should be a pretty normal run. However you get all these shards, just get all of them. You need 9 total shards at the end because we're going to trade a firebomb. So I have 3 more to pick up. And this is when you go take a bathroom break because you just are waiting for the worm to die, and that's what I'll do right now. All right. Once you're done having a bathroom break, just wait for a third arrow here. 2, what's up, Marshall? 3, and we're off. Two, and 3. Okay, so we have a lot of souls now, so I buy all the gold stuff and the human stuff. A few more resins and bundles, a few more fire bombs, a few blossoms, a few bones. And then just make sure you buy the tower key. And then we'll go up. We'll do our snuggly trades. And we'll get some skulls. Yeah, make sure you miss the tree jump twice, and then you hit it, and then 3 times as well, and then and then the 4th time you hit it, because that'll give you really good RNG on Dancer. Exactly, dude. Into the tower, trigger patches, and then we'll go buy some skulls and upgrade. I usually get like 30 skulls here, and then like, I don't know, like 5 black firebombs should be fine. And then just make sure you don't forget to upgrade. I forget all the time to upgrade to +7. I do Dancer at +4, which is not fun. And then just like to get the human pine resin out. And go to Vort. For this part, I like having the Slumbering Ring off because I turn this guy to the left and then run around to the right. And then come up here. And I basically wait until the 2 knights over here like cross paths. And then I start running past this guy. And basically if you do it like that, you'll end up with a good spot here where neither of the knights are chasing you. Because there's like a meme on this door where you can get stuck and not be able to enter. Now we do Dancer. As you can see, the damage is like not bad on Dancer. It's definitely not enough to skip phase 2 or anything, but you're not just like hitting her with a stick or something. Reuse a pine resin here. You can always buy more from patches if you need to. Yeah, this attack is really nice because it allows you to reposition Dancer. So I kind of just put her in the middle of the arena there. Yeah, human is better than lightning here. My guide was wrong. My previous guide. So next, go up here. No, my formal Dark Souls 3 guide, I think I say to use lightning. You can wait out these guys. You can also skull them if you're not wanting to wait. But I just wait because it's like 2 seconds and who cares? Lightning is fine there. It's not even that bad. But human is better. So grab this bonfire and then go down this way. And we're gonna go into the garden to get a bunch of chunks. And keep in mind I have the Slumbering Ring on here, so if you see me like run past enemies really easily, it's because they cannot hear me. If they're hearing you, then you probably just need to put the ring on. Slumbering is nice because it just means you don't have to recast Spook all the time. So Spook here, and then drop once it's survivable. Grab the chunk. I'm gonna grab 3 chunks here. Yeah, it's just a time thing, Archer. Like, it takes time to go back up the elevator and stuff. Grab 3 and bone. Yeah, it's just a time thing. If you're uncomfortable with ESA, you can do them right after Dancer with +9. So here, just wait for these guys to path down a little bit and throw a skull. And then I just go ham on the shield guy. And then I just kind of like hit the archer as I hit the shield guy. And this stuff is all normal. Just, you know, kill the guys, grab the chunks. This part's just a bit scarier because you don't have hidden body. But it should be completely consistent. We're waiting for the spear guy to path right now. And then once he's down a little bit, we can just run by him with slumbering on. Throw a skull at the top of the stairs. And then just make sure you run to the side this way, because the archers have bolts that ignore collision and can go through walls and hit you. So you just want to make sure you're rolling there and running to the side. And then just run up this way, wait for this bolt to pass you and throw a skull. You want to throw the skull as soon as possible because there's an enemy above you who can jump down and hit you. It's pretty rare. But you do want to be very careful there. And then over here, throw a skull in. And run. Throw another skull once you get up here. And roll for the firebomb. The walls are only fake for you. Or for the enemy. For you, they're very real. And a skull there as well. The skull there is mostly for a rare case where the knight will follow you. Or the hollows will follow you. There is a way to like dodge the knight fairly easily, but it's an unnecessary risk in my opinion. Grab our TSR there, and we're gonna go get the last chunks that we need. Send the elevator down for DSA. So Dancer is kind of the first boss where you actually notice that you're not leveling. It's like the damage is just not as good. So from here, you can just spook, ditch the staff, put on a fire resin, and then just hop down to fight the Awesome Man down here. 1, 2, 3, and roll. And you just basically attack the tail here. Every fire attack can stagger the Pussive Man, so if it hasn't been staggered in a bit, your fire attack will stagger, but just stay behind the leg and do R1s. It's like very safe. And then hop down here and get 2 more chunks. And then with all of those chunks, you will have 10, and you have enough to go to +9. The walls are fake. So at this point you have 100k souls, so like just buy whatever you want. You know, just get a bunch of bones and stuff, like just anything is good. And then just go to +9. At this point, you basically have all the equipment you need for the rest of the run. You can burn this, have a +2 flask. now we will go to the deacons. The deacons are quite annoying, but in general, you should be fine on this run. Pending like, even like, you know, bottom 40% RNG, you should be fine to like one cycle deacons with a couple extra hits. If you get bad RNG, then, you know, it's going to be a bit of an extra slog. Something I really recommend for deacons on any one-handed weapon is to left hand the weapon. So to do that, you just put it in your left hand and then you use L2 to swing. You can see on the controller I'm using L2. This prevents you from backstabbing enemies. But the only catch is that to buff the weapon, you have to two-hand it. So what I do is I start here two-handing. I go in, throw a skull immediately, and stop walking, and then apply my buff. And then I throw one more skull, and L1, or L2 I mean. And it's very similar to leveled now. I kind of alternate which side I throw them on because it means the deacons kind of like walk back and forth and spread out a little bit. And then here's the fifth one here. So get this, then run to the front, throw another one, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So that was good RNG. That's normally what you're gonna get. Where you can just one cycle them. If you want to there, you could also like take a little more time and you can take a little more time and eat a green blossom or something to make your stamina come back faster. But it's not necessary. And then here, we can kill the Pontiff Beast. Yeah, the Archdeacon is immune to skulls, but at that point you're killing during like the scripted opening and stuff. So kill the dog, and with +9 it's very easy. There's really no reason to kill the dog earlier than this, or at all, to be honest. Like the Pontiff Eye ring is like not even that good for the broadsword. So now we get to have a really fun Irithyll that definitely isn't super boring. But you can see like we're making pretty good time here, like barely over an hour entering Irithyll. But we're about to eat a lot of that time up. Just white branching through the entire section. You can just use a branch at the top of the stairs and then just circle around the left side here like this. And then just wait here for this guy to path. Once he turns around, you can follow him. Probably goes without saying, but don't like touch anything during this part. If you like attack or roll or anything, you will lose your branch. And just go over here and just make sure you stop before he turns around. Otherwise he will see you and attack you. And just wait here until he moves where he can't see you or hear you. And then just up here, just be a statue, you know? And then you just want to like, I usually just hang out here between these two like windows, and you can like press the menu button too if you don't want like an R1 or an an L1 or something to break your cover. And you just chill out. They're so cute, the cats right now. They're both just snoozing. Having a great day. Okay, once everyone's passed, you just go. And we need to waste time while these guys path as well. So just kind of do whatever. You know, play it safe. Don't let them see you. Don't be silly. And then here, once this guy's vision is blocked by the pillar, you can start running. If he does aggro for some reason, then just hang out directly under him and he'll eventually de-aggro. And I just wait over here, pop a couple souls, wait for these guys to path. You can also just like stay a branch and kind of go by them. That strat is completely valid as well. But once they can't hear you anymore, you just run by. Or can't see you, I mean. They can't hear you ever. This room is the same as leveled. You just roll through the table, straight ahead. Should be 5 rolls. And run to the left of these guys. For this part, just spam roll, and then once you're out of stamina, you can hold down run, and you'll like run without using stamina, which is pretty cool. You don't have to like stand there and wait for it to fill back up before you start rolling again. Get my consumables back. I don't know if I was missing any, but can go. I like to take off the slumbering ring here for these enemies in the next area. This is probably the scariest running section in the game. What's up, Crow? Oh yeah, you can run through here. You can see I'm not using any stamina doing it. This part isn't the scary part, obviously. I put the slumbering ring back on, because this knight over here will not aggro if you have the slumbering ring on. And then the next section is pretty specific. So you basically just want to eat a blossom as you're going up the stairs. It's not required to do this, but it will really help with stamina recovery. Once you hit the top of the stairs, throw a skull into the corner here. This will aggro both the dogs and this person who shoots magic. Recover a bunch of stamina, throw a skull to the right. And it should give you enough stamina to run through here without losing your stamina bar. And then one more skull into the corner, so no one follows you. And then run through this room. And up the stairs and use a branch. So do that every time. You should not get hit. As far as I know, this is the most consistent way to do this. I believe it is Mikolash approved. Pontiff is going to be pretty straightforward. It is a 2 parry Pontiff. Not super difficult. If you're familiar with Pontiff, which you should be if you're running SL1, would hope that you've had some experience parrying this guy. You can put on the Pontiff Right Eye if you want. I don't even know if it does anything in this fight. I use a gold pine resin here. And recover a bit of stamina. And I prefer to parry the opener. Some people don't like doing that, but parrying the opener for me is very comfortable. He'll do one of 2 things. This is the easier one, but both are fine. And 4 R1s to his back and roll away. 1, 2, 3, 4. You go to his back there because he will turn around before transitioning. And then a few more hits and you're good. So very straightforward there. Shouldn't be any problem if you have familiarity with Pontiff. I'll put the Slumbering Ring back on for the upcoming area. Make sure you run on the left side here, not the right side, so you don't get shot. And then once you get to like this grass patch, just chuck a skull. And now chuck another one. And then I throw one more here to make sure they don't follow. Some people don't throw an extra skull there. I prefer to, because sometimes the Drang Spear guy will follow. Yeah, maybe Archer. Definitely a possibility. From here, you can just run, and the arrows will never hit you as long as you keep running. I don't know, pop the soul if you want. Get your menu stuff good. And then you can just run through here with Slumbering on. And then kind of jump to the right over here so this Archer doesn't aggro. Oh, he did aggro anyways, that's fine. Just spam roll. And you should be fine. Yeah, if you jump the full thing, he will aggro sometimes. But it's not anything I worry about. We'll want to go to full health here and then get out our TSR. And Pontiff Ring. And for Aldrich, I can talk about the fight in a second. Oh yeah, I gotta talk about running up to Aldrich, because that's a bit different without Hidden Body. For leveled, I wouldn't even set up our TSR anymore here. For leveled, I probably wouldn't even have our TSR, because I would do like a +4, +5 route, I think. If I did +5, I could just do Aldrich at +5 too. Okay, nice. So that's our TSR setup. I kind of just walk off with my right foot on this line, and you do 2 of those, and it's our TSR. Make sure you grab the bonfire. It's very important in case Aldrich gets to phase 2 and does arrows. And then for this part, I like to just run up the right side like this. I wait here for a second to make sure this guy sees me and does the long range attack and not the short range attack. Running on the right side should strafe both of those attacks, but it's just an extra layer of security. For the run to Aldrich here, it's not too bad. There's gonna be a couple of guys shooting fireballs at you, but if you have run through here before without Hidden Body, it's very like similar each time what they do, and you kind of get an idea of where they're gonna aim. A lot of times the fireballs, like, they're not even aimed at you, they just like shoot them into the ether. But you just want to keep running here. If if you stop, you could get shot by a fireball. That one's a common one. Just be prepared to roll that. This one I know he's not going to aim at me. That one always goes over your head, so it's just like kind of getting used to it. Aldrich, we want to do around 1800 damage. It's okay if it's in the 1700s. So should be 4 punishes here. 1168. Okay, that's like 1570. So I can do like a tail attack. That's like 1770. So we're in a good spot here. And now we're just waiting for him to do the attack. Yeah, the big deacon can jump, just like in the actual deacon's fight. He can jump and hit you there. And yeah, we just wait out the wind up here. Here we go. And roll with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That 5th one was a headshot. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and he has like a tiny amount of health left. Go for the firebomb. Nope. That's so funny, dude. Well, luckily we avoided the magic. What are you doing? You fucking freak! Never do that, by the way. Like, seriously. I was trying to, like, be cute with the firebomb. Like, just go fight him normally. It's not that bad. What are you doing? Oh! If you guys have not seen the freak Hob clip, that is one of the greatest clips on Twitch, dude. I swear to God. The only danger with phase 2 Aldrich is him pulling the arrows, which he can do even if you're like in melee range on the phase 2 opener. He can do it. Very annoying. Yeah, classic for sure. For this part, we will just skull and jump down once this guy is like kind of like gone up a couple of the stairs. There's a faster way to go through here too, but it results in you dying if you get a hard fall, so that is my preference for doing this part. I always prefer not dying. I do recommend it. For this, we wait for this jailer to walk by and then just run past him. And then just kind of stand here. We're waiting for the other jailer to path up the bridge a little bit. Once you can see him, you're good. It's not even necessary to wait this long, but just kind of more comfortable for me. Try not to run out of stamina like I did there too. It made it a lot sketchier than it should be. And then after this, just make sure you have 523 HP, because that's the amount that Deprive starts with. It's the amount you should have right now. That's how you know you didn't get sucked. Yeah, it takes a couple of ticks for the drain animation to actually happen. Like you'll get the like black and red effect under you. Yeah, the drain is just a projectile. If you put on like Hitbox Viewer or something, you'll see it. But it's just a projectile that hits you. And once you get hit by like 3 of them or something, I don't know what the number is. Oh, fuck. I think I ran down in kind of a weird way. Yeah, for that gargoyle, you just want to run straight down the middle. I spam roll at the end just because it's more comfortable. But yeah, basically, if you get hit with like a couple of those projectiles, it'll start the drain. Like 1 or 2 is fine, but I think any more than that. I don't know the exact number. Oh yeah, so here what we do, this is important, put on the deep ring, and then put hidden body in the first slot and spook in the second slot. What this will mean is that when we take off the deep ring, spook will 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Spook will be taken off and hidden body will remain. So for this, I just did a full jump and then I climb up 11 rungs. And that's a good RTSR setup. For this part, it's super easy. Just spook, throw a skull, and run. And just make sure you fall where I fell, not to the left of that, because it's a little higher up to the left and you could get hit doing that, theoretically. Just outrun this fireball. No need to like dodge it or freak out or anything. All right, so here we take off the deep ring, and you can see in our bar, all we have is hidden body now. For Yorm, you can use human pine resin or pale pine resin or gold pine resin. Honestly, any of them is fine. Or you can use a storm roller too. There's no like reason to. Not use it, but I prefer the broadsword fight, to be honest. Sometimes, so if you're in a good position there, you can do 5 R1s on the stagger. Most of the time, it's not going to be that good, and you'll only get 4 off. The riposte is important, so like you kind of want to get that off. Very awkward part of the arena. So yeah, in that case, like I wasn't at his head immediately, so I only did 4. Man, he is stompy today. The stomp is actually good though, because it's a punish. Like a lot of people are scared of the stomp, obviously, because it's very quick, but it is a punish, so I can't be that mad at it. So that's Yorm. It's not too different from leveled. And then we'll do DSA. I would say DSA is probably it's definitely the most different fight of the run. I would probably say it's the hardest, depending on how much experience you have with Cinder. Because for me, Cinder is kind of the same no matter how long it is. Unless I'm using a different weapon or something. Cinder can put you in weird positions, but DSA always puts you in a weird position, like 100% of the time. So here I usually turn off my music, turned up sound effects a bit, because we're gonna have to deal with phase 2. And phase 2 DSA, you have to like make a bunch of reads on what he's doing and what the butterflies are doing. So there's 3 different attacks the butterflies can do. There's the laser, small meatballs, and big meatball. For the small meatballs, it's very identifiable. It's very easy to hear. It's just like a drone. It goes woo, and like they come like it's very easy to hear what they're doing. And the laser and the large meatball are kind of difficult to distinguish at first, but for the laser, it like gets really high pitched really quickly. And for the big meatball, it's like kind of like something that builds up. It's like starts very soft and then it gets very loud. Whereas the laser is like kind of loud immediately. So it's just something that you get with practice. But yeah. Yeah, the phase 1 should be similar. I believe it is 6 R1s. It should be 6 R1s. Yeah. It's 215. Yeah, 6 R1s with a resin. Yeah, I just want to make sure the Plantive Red Eye wouldn't change anything. So once you have 6, it's time for phase. Do 3. 1, 2, 4. Try to bait the strafe. Try to bait another strafe. And this is like god tier RNG, by the way. What the fuck, dude? So here we got one big meatball and one laser. That was like maybe the best RNG I've ever gotten on DSA. Like you never get the like a 1 cycle, you know? That is like fucking ridiculous RNG. Anyways. So yeah, you know, just hope you get really good RNG. That's my guide. No, DSA requires a lot of practice. And that was fucking insane. Yeah, that was absolutely crazy. He gave me every strafe I wanted, every follow-up attack I wanted. Like, yeah, crazy, man. Yeah, for the Sage here, we do a Pine Resin. Gonna walk up, parry riposte, wait for your stamina to come back, and then 5 R1s. So just watch your stamina bar. And once it's at full, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy. And here's where I like to put on the ring again, the slumbering ring. So now I can come up behind this guy and go boom, boom. Yeah, the 1%. And then you'll see that Sage is like bleeding out right now, or poisoning out, whatever. Sage won't aggro while you're over here, so you just chill, wait for him to die. You can equip your black fire bombs now. You can use those on the this guy up here. You can also turn your music back on and lower your sound effect volume. Yeah, every night I pray to RNGesus. Yep. Okay, Sage has died. And we're about, based on what I saw, the candle guy is about to turn around, which is really nice. Is it the fake turnaround or the real turnaround? It is the real turnaround. Very good. So yeah, if you time things well, you should be able to not miss a cycle here. And then just hit him with the black fire bombs. Should be 4 or 5, depending on if you have RTSR left. Okay, so here, take out the staff, and you can heal up as well because there's a drop coming up. And throw a skull for these guys. Run by here. Don't stop running or you will get hit. That's the scariest thing he can do. It will not hit you. Unless you like path very incorrectly somehow. And then here, grab the Scholar Ring, which immediately, since we have Hidden Body attuned, immediately allows us to use Hidden Body. So this is the whole point of the Deep Ring, and then attuning Hidden Body, and then taking off the Deep Ring with Spook in the second slot is now we can use Hidden Body immediately. So use it here. If we have it, use it, right? Like, no reason to worry about it. For the guard, we will just do the branch strat. You can run up like way farther than I did. I'm just playing it safe. He might turn around here. No, he didn't. Yeah, exactly. I just don't like throwing skulls on the bridge. It doesn't matter. Like, I've done many runs where I throw skulls on the bridge. It's not like I'm worried about my ability to do that. But it's like, you know, why take a risk? It's silly. Okay, hidden body. Oh, we actually have one left. Nice. And like, you can integrate it so smoothly like I did. Like, there's basically no time loss. Like, the time loss is getting the book in the first place, but then it gains you a lot of time back from, like... There we go. Finally got an Estus cancel for you guys. It gains you a lot of time back from places where you normally would cast Spook. So, from my perspective, it's completely worth it. So, free bridge. If you do this stuff. Boop, 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 boop. And you can take that off now. Get out your charcoals. You can just bone back the Firelink. You know, if you want to bone to about last rested like me, it's obviously another button press, so more risk of getting hit, I guess, but faster. And we're not going to bother with plus 10 for princes. We'll just buy the slab before Cinder. We will set up our TSR though. How are we doing on time? 133. Pretty, not too bad. Yeah, it should be around 140. If I had a faster archives, it definitely could be like under 140. So I jump off about halfway up the roof there, and then you can just run off like one of these little like pillar things. Should be enough. How close was it? Out of curiosity. Oh, not that close. For a leveled run, you jump further off the roof because dexterity in this game influences how much fall damage you take. The more dex you have, the less fall damage you take as a percentage of your HP, so you have to take a little more damage on a leveled run. Okay. Run through here. And we're just gonna do the Princess Cheese, if you're familiar with this. Fight them legit if you want to. See if I care. I do the cheese, so you can do whatever you want. The only thing with the cheese is you just don't want to stagger the princes. So basically halfway through, I take a break to reset his poise. It's a pretty fun fight. It's not something I want to do at the end of the run. So at this point, I will wait for 3. That's 2. That's 3, and then on the next one we can hit him again. And you can actually take off Pontiff Right Eye here as well, because it's obviously not doing anything. Dude, for some reason, Pontiff Right Eye activated here. I wonder if I'm hitting him faster or something. 2, 3, and then you can attack after the 4th. No, it activated immediately. Dude, this ring is so weird. Oh, it's because I'm hitting 2 of them. Dude, Pontiff Right Eye, I just realized. Because I'm hitting 2 of them, Pontiff Right Eye activates. That's so weird. Alright, I guess keep it on then. Or put it on for only for phase 2 or something? I don't know. Doesn't matter really. Once you hear that, you can bone. So I like to set the shrines first, or the cinders, or whatever it's called first. Missed this one. If you miss a cancel there, it's a hit. So we do have to reset now, sadly. For Cinder, I just get out some like some gold pine resin. Human pine resin works just as good. And then buy the Titanite slab from the Shrine Handmaiden. Go to +10. And then you can just get rid of all your consumables and stuff. And then you can either fight Cinder with Lloyds, or you can set up RTSR here with a couple jumps. There's also a 1-drop setup that I have used before, but if you miss it, you die. So I kind of just do the safe thing here and do the safe setup. It's not like that long. It takes like 30 seconds or whatever. Oh, you could buy Life Ring too. Yeah, that's a good idea. Do you just buy that from the Shrine Handmaiden? Does she just sell that? So I like to listen to the Cinder OST. It's pretty hype. Cinder is probably going to be like the most you practice besides DSA for the for SL1. Oh, cringe sword, dude. I'm gonna roll through these things during this phase. Try to break some of the rocks. Oh, dude, we got Senile Cinder. Amazing. Who said Ishin is the only one who's senile? Oh, dude. Looked away for 2 seconds. Dark Souls 3 no-hit run, baby. For the guide. Hell yeah, dude. Nice. On demand. You asked, I answered. Dark Souls 3 SL1.